Something inside of you says, wake up. Not from sleep, but from the quiet dream you've been calling your life. At night, when the world goes still, there is a voice deeper than thought, older than language, whispering that something isn't right. You feel it like a pressure behind your ribs, a presence that knows you better than you know yourself. This is not paranoia, it is memory. The memory of who you were before the world told you who to be. We begin. You've lived as a version of yourself that made others comfortable. You laugh on command. You dream in silence. You move as they taught you to move. But when the night opens, you hear the truth. You are not where you're meant to be. You are not who you're meant to become. We tell ourselves we're fine. We repeat it like prayer. But fine is just a bandage over a soul that's suffocating. There is a restlessness in you, a quiet knowing that the life you live is too small for the size of your spirit. And that voice is getting louder. Jung called it the self, the true center of your being, buried beneath masks you crafted for survival. When you were young, you hid the brightest parts of who you were to avoid being judged, abandoned, misunderstood. These fragments, your wonder, your rage, your brilliance, fell into the shadows. But the shadow never dies. It waits, it knocks. Something inside you says, wake up. I'm still here. Your dreams carry its messages. Your longing carries its fingerprints. Your anxiety is simply truth trying to breathe. You think you're broken. You're not. You're just asleep. Here's what we never see. Your discomfort is not a curse. It's the alarm clock of the soul. The anxiety, the emptiness, that strange feeling that your life is drifting, isn't a flaw. It's a signal, a warning. Your inner world is telling you the outer one is a lie. You weren't meant to live safely. You weren't built for imitation. You were made to become. We fear awakening not because it's painful, but because it demands that we shed everything that was never truly ours. The crowd offers comfort, but it steals your voice, your dream, your life. Awakening always begins with loss, the death of the person you pretended to be. The darkness isn't here to destroy you. It's here to guide you. The pressure you feel is the old self cracking. The person you were trained to be is dissolving. You must let them go. Because on the other side of collapse is clarity. The voice inside you, the one saying, wake up, is not the enemy. It is the map. It is the memory of who you could become if you stopped bowing to fear. Like dawn breaking through a cold horizon, awakening is simply remembering what you always knew. The light was never gone, only buried. Maybe the soul never sleeps. Maybe only the mind does. Maybe awakening isn't learning something new, but remembering what you have always been. And maybe the voice you hear isn't calling you to change, but to return. If you feel that voice in the dark, if something inside you says wake up, listen and stay a while.